Thank you, Joe. I don't mind anything you want to be except for something that gigantic. You're the first one who's ever been that, so I haven't had to ban it yet, but I see I have to ban it now. Ugh. Venus's journal. Poor Clarence, your wife is, yeah. God, we're still missing a couple. Hey, Joe, did you ever, get the legendary weapon in this game?
No invitation is needed to enter this building. That can't be a good sign. No, sir.
My dear Jacques, I can't wait to see you again tonight. Tomorrow I can hardly wait since we kissed on the bridge while the moon was so bright and the night sky. I want to feel your teeth again on my lips. Oh, the excruciating pain of your sweet bite on my neck, you W. For the longest second ever I feared you were going to kill me right there on the bridge in the middle of the night, but no, my dear Jacques. You remain the delicate fiancé I know you are, and you were only teasing me. Can't wait to drink your blood for good this time and come back to my sweet friend Charlotte as an immortal. To play her a little, first of course, like you taught me how to play with mortals. And then I'll turn her into one of us too, and we will rule the nights of London and cleanse the city of its impure souls.
Emily wanted to become a vampire. Something must have gone wrong. Someone is responsible for this mess. But who?
It involves multiple secrets. Wait, what did you become, Joe? Oh, you're one of those tiny fucking unicorns, aren't you?
Blood. I should follow the trail.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
I'm the Marquis de Bois-Colombes, and I strongly invite you to find your own game, sir.
I'm not here to sustain myself. I'm currently investigating the death of a young woman killed by a vampire.
A young woman killed by a vampire? Oh, you're joking, right? Oh, I do love the British sense of humor.
And who exactly are you?
I am Jacques-Michel Guillaume
Oh,
Florimond,
yes,
the
the
Marquis de Bois-Colombes, at your
PogChamp
service, my
Homer.
dear cousin.
You're French, but your English is quite good.
I was born in France, sir, but I consider myself a traveler of this world. So many countries, so many tantalizing tastes.
Dear cousin, are we related?
We could be of the same blood, my dear. I tend to consider all Econs as family, don't you?
All Econs
What are
are
you
family.
doing here?
I recently decided to visit London. I've always dreamed of visiting a city on the verge of collapse. Such a delicate, yet intense spectacle.
You take pleasure from others' misery.
I have been a totally depraved and immoral creature since the day I was reborn, sir. And probably before.
What do you plan?
Take pleasure.
I followed the trail of blood from her room to here.
Oh, you're referring to that young woman. Yes, the meeting turned messy. I'm afraid I ruined my last Redingote.
So you admit you murdered her?
I admit nothing, my good sir. I only regret the blood of that girl staining my clothes. Oh, blood can be so messy.
What happened?
She wanted to become one of us. Not the first time I have received such a proposal, but I must admit her direct approach tempted me.
And then what?
The body rejected my blood. It happens, you know, sometimes even with voluntary prey. At least her gurglings brought me some fun, until the artery burst.
I believe you, sir. Emily's diary confirms your statement.
Oh, Emily was her name. Quite charming. Well, mystery solved then.
Yes, I suppose so. You can go.
And so can you. Farewell, sir. May you enjoy the spectacle of this fallen city as much as I do.
Well, rip her friend. Bop boop beep dead. Yes, Clarence, I'll talk to you first.
Good evening, old.
I won't.
I won't lie to you, Johnny.
Do you realize you are ruining your family, Clarence? Don't you see the risk here?
Money isn't important. Not important when it is a matter of life and death. That is what my dear Venus cannot understand.
People will laugh at you, if they don't already. Think about your wife and your position. Think about your future.
I understand my wife's embarrassment, but gossips don't kill, vampires do. There'll be no future if people don't open their eyes.
I can't believe I'm telling you this, but if warning people is that important to you, why not choose a more efficient way to spend your money?
Don't you think I tried? I knocked at every door, went to every bank, I even tried to be published. No, Jonathan. This is a one-man war.
You need...
Alright, she's over here. No? God, the echo on this game is terrible.
Die too in this war.
Good evening, Miss Ashbury.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed.
I have found out what happened to your friend, Emily.
I can handle the truth. There's no need to hide the bloody details.
Your friend was planning to become a vampire. She thought she'd met an honest one and made a deal with him. Unfortunately, Emily did not survive the process.
My mother told me many times about the risks of being turned. I often suspected she exaggerated the danger to avoid me being tempted.
No, the risk is real. Have you any idea what a body has to endure? To become an organism entirely consumed by its need to process and recombine blood?
I should never have talked to Emily about vampires. I never thought she'd actually try it without me. Thank you, sir. Here, take this for your discretion.
Oh.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite busy these last...
Oh. 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 Forward and to the right. Let's go upgrade the Charlotte steak real quick, eh? There's the crazy lady who thinks we're ghosts. I mean, she's not wrong, but she's still crazy. Alright. aluminum pots. Very nice. No, that's fine. Okay.
Mary? Oh, my dear.
Yeah, she's insane. Wait. Fuck. I need to go the other way. Damn. Daniel. Oh. Oh, interesting. It's a neutral zone if I'm right here, but I step one little inch out farther. There we go. He's dead. And he's dead.
Step away.
I love how he just basically throws him on the ground. He's like, and I'm done with you. Grab that, now we go over here.
This woman's body has multiple lacerations. They're deep, too. Whoever did this was driven by rage.
Interesting. Do-do-do-do-do. Ba-do-ba-do.
He had his tongue removed and his eyes gouged out. He was a victim of brutal torture.
Brutal torture. My favorite kind of torture.
This one's neck is broken. He was young. Probably the son.
Doris told me I could have been a great actress.
You killed your family.
They mocked my talent.
Okay, crazy. Give me my blood back. Ew. Projectile bomb, baby. That's to leave. There also was greatest joy that I confirmed with this letter that your acceptance as a private student in my acting school. The little scene you had, the kindness to perform for me last week convinced me that you have what it takes to be a real actress. Wit, stature, and courage. As a private student, you'll receive my personal training and coaching during these intense sessions. You'll be invited to stay at the school, since I strongly believe in total immersion to expose the full potential of my students. So please, remember to bring that attire and anything you may need to spend a week at my school. Yours sincerely, Doris Fletcher.
This girl took lessons at the famous Doris Fletcher acting school. Doris Fletcher seems to be the missing link here. It can't just be a coincidence. I should go to her acting school.
Yes, lots of poison. Oh, Lady Ashbury has something for me. Well, I'll go visit the girlfriend, shall I? Excuse me real quick. I see you became a frog now, Joe. You're just checking out all the different things.
This is despicable.
Wait, nope, that's Doris Fletcher's house. Yes. I mean, the jack-o'-lantern is fine. It's just something really big that I don't like Ho-Oh or a 3-stack slime. I don't like those because they're really big and they kind of detract from the stream. It's just, I didn't choose the sizes of some of these. Oh, Louise, I forgot.
Good evening, Miss Teasdale. How have you been since you returned home?
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
What do you do for a living, Miss Teasdale?
Before my kidnapping, I was a waitress in a pub. Now I'm unemployed.
Were you fired?
No. It's just that after my recent experience, I don't feel like I can go back to my normal life. I need to do something useful.
Be very careful, Miss Teasdale. You were lucky to escape death once, but vampires lurk everywhere.
You killed my kidnapper by yourself, didn't you? No offense, Doctor, but you're just a doctor. I don't see why I couldn't do the same.
What do you intend to do?
Dad always told me, Louise, if you want something, don't stop until you have it. I did my research and I found it. Ichabod Throgmorton, professional vampire hunter. I'll be his apprentice.
Okay, that works.
What can you tell?
I've never really liked this part of town.
What exactly do...
People here are contemptuous and elite.
Louise, what can you tell me about the vampire who captured you?
The little fucker claimed he'd fallen in love with me. That he wanted to spend eternity with me. Not a bad idea. At least that's the way it seemed at first.
Really? Did you consider accepting his proposal?
Well, immortality. Not a common wedding gift, is it? I think he just wanted to have his way with me. Can vampires even fuck, Doctor?
Can they even fuck?
Well, I really can't answer that. Since they are creatures of blood, physically speaking, I suppose an erection is possible, but I...
Don't be embarrassed, Dr. Reed. I was just asking.
You seem to cherish your
Can I
father
even get the
a great deal.
erection?
Dad was the best. Kept an eye on me, but let me make my own mistakes. Louise used to say, mistakes are the best teacher. You would have liked him.
I'm sorry you didn't have the opportunity to say goodbye.
That's all right. He's buried in consecrated ground now. Nothing bad can happen to him.
Louise, tell me what you really think about your father's sacrifice to save you.
I'm proud he went after me. I forgive him all his harsh words, all his bloody attitudes. I only wish I could tell him how much I loved him.
Yes. It can be traumatic, not having the chance to say goodbye to those we love.
Yes, Doctor. And there's no treatment for that type of pain, isn't that right? That may be the last thing my father taught me.
Goodbye.
Oh.
Good evening.
Can I help?
Do you need my...
I don't...
I have no doubt about it, but I'm offering you my help anyway.
All right then. But please leave me alone for now.
There you go, lady.
Goodbye.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
I think that's all of them now. Excellent. Everybody's healthy. Yay!
Women die too in this war.
Women die too.
Hey Joe, guess what I have for dinner tonight? Let's play that game. Here's a hint, I actually made it from almost scratch. As in, I cooked everything myself. Which for me is a pretty damn big deal. Because I can't cook worth shit. Lady Ashbury's up there.
Good evening, Jonathan. How are you?
I'm still investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
How is your investigation going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Priwen.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It'll be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skull. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Scowls come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with
My
such creatures.
dear.
Goodbye, my dear.
Goodbye.
So are they like a thing now, or like what? Because all of a sudden they're now, my dear, my beloved, my dearest. My choke on a fucking dick, like Jesus Christ. Oh, my fingers, all the Snap, Crackle, Pop, Rice Krispies. Yeah. Oh. Oh, great. More of these guys. Alright, die, fucker. Alright, at least we can kill the gorillas pretty easily.
It's locked.
It's one of them!
I love how that launched the smaller guy, but the other guy's just like, eh.
Strong, brothers! Lord, give us
Am I too fast or are you too slow, fucker? Okay, good. They're not attacking me. That's all I really care about.